everybody, it's me Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day so far today, because today I'm going to show you guys how to crochet a basket. It's super easy, and once you see how it's done, you're going to be like, oh, you can make baskets any size you want. As you can see, they're all different sizes. This one's kind of floppy. This one's a little better. This one's really stiff. Can you see? I used 2 strands of worsted weight acrylic yarn to make this with a smaller sized hook than what would be recommended. That makes it stiff and more, I don't know, you can put a lot of things in here. Put mail in here, you can put keys in here, you can put makeup, you can put hair ties, hair clips, whatever. I mean, what can't you put in a basket, right? This one here was just done with 1 strand of acrylic, worsted weight acrylic yarn, with a little smaller sized hook than what was recommended. I also finished it off with a reverse single crochet along the edge. This one here was just a worsted weight acrylic yarn again with the recommended hook size. So it's a little floppier, but it's still nice. You can still put things in it. I did not do any fancy reverse single crochet along the edge. It's just a basket, and as you can see, I did not tie or weave in my ends. I have a horrible bad habit of that. I do not like weaving in ends. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to make those super easy. Before we get into today's video though, real quick, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so now. Don't forget to click that bell icon when you do. That way you're notified when I upload. There's links in the description below if you'd like to follow me on Facebook or join my private Facebook group. Also, I have a P.O Box now, so if you want to write me a letter, you'll find that address in the description below as well. Feel free to write me a letter if you like. Alright, let's get started with today's video. We're going to crochet a basket. Yay. Alright, let me bring you guys in just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing here. This is just worsted weight acrylic yarn. Probably shouldn't have used gray, but I'll try to make it work. This is a 5mm crochet hook. It's exactly what the yarn calls for, so this basket's going to be a little floppy, but that's okay. You guys can use any yarn you want. You can just experiment with yarn size and hook size. Go from there. Alright, to get started, you're going to do a slip knot, and to do that, we wrap the yarn around our finger twice. Take that back strand, put it in front of the strand that was in front, take what is now the back strand, and take that all the way off our finger, insert our hook, give a little tug, and we are ready to go. To begin, you want to chain 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you know how to do the magic circle, you can do the magic circle as well. Now you want to take and go right into the first chain we made. So we're going to insert our hook. Let me bring you guys in just a little close so you can see where exactly my hook is going. We're going to go right into that very first stitch we made, that chain we made. I like to hold on to that little part that dangles off the hook. That way I don't lose the center of the circle I'm making. And you're just going to pull the yarn all the way through, slip stitch. Now you want to take your tail yarn and kind of put it back here, because we're going to actually crochet over that, so it's kind of already weaved in for us. Alright, now you want to chain 2, 1 and 2, and that chain 2 does not count as anything, it's just to give us the height we need to go all the way around. So now that we've chained 2, we're going to put 12 double crochet right there in the center of this loop we made. So 12 double crochet go into the center of this little circle, ring. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes you have to pull your stitches over so you can really get all 12 in there. It's on 8. This is 9, 10, 11, and 12. And if you are brand new to crochet and don't know how to do the double crochet or the chain or anything like that, I have a video going over that. I will link that either somewhere on the screen or it will be in the description below if you want to watch the beginner series on crochet. All right, I've made my 12 double crochet. I'm going to go ahead and count just to make sure. Here is that chain 2 right here that we started with. That does not count, so I'm not counting that. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I have 12 double crochet. Now I'm going to slip stitch to the very first double crochet we made. And let me bring you guys in just a little close so you can see what I'm talking about here. Here's that chain 2 we started with. Remember, it doesn't count. So I'm going to find my first double crochet I made, which is right here. I'm going to find the top of it, just right there. And I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet we made. So I insert my hook, grab some working yarn, pull it through, and pull it through. So we are now slip stitched and ready for round 2. Round 2, we are going to chain 2. So chain 2, and in that same spot where we slip stitched, here I'll bring you guys back in close. A lot of back and forth here. Right in that same stitch that we slip stitched to, we're going to put 2 more double crochet. We're going to put 2 double crochet in that same stitch that where we slip stitched. So let me bring you guys out a little bit. 2 double crochet go into that same spot where we just slip stitched. So there's 1 and here's 2. Now round 2, all you're going to do is put 2 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So you'll have a total of 24 double crochet after round 2. There's 2. Again, just 2 double crochet in each stitch all the way around for a total of 24 double crochet. I know I've been in a crocheting mood a lot lately. I think I go through phases. Well, I do go through phases. I will crochet a lot, and then I'll knit a lot, and I won't crochet for a very long time. So I think right now, I think it's safe to say I'm in a crocheting phase. Crochet is so much faster than knitting. I think maybe that might be the case right now. My impatience to do things, and you can get a lot done a lot faster with crochet. So we're doing 2 stitches, 2 double crochets all the way around in each stitch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just double check and make sure that I have 24 double crochet. Remember, here's our chain 2 that we are not counting. We're going to count our double crochets only. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. I have 24, so I'm going to slip stitch to that first double crochet that we made. Here it is. There's the top of it. Just insert your hook right into the top of that first double crochet we made. Pull up some working yarn, pull through, and pull through. That was round 2. Round 3 is going to start out the same. We're going to chain 2. Again, doesn't count as anything. And in that same stitch that we slip stitched into, we're going to put 2 double crochet. So 1 and 2. So the next stitch, we're only going to put in 1 double crochet. So 1 double crochet in the next. And then our next stitch, we're going to put in 2 double crochet. 1 and 2. So there's kind of a pattern. We started with 2. We put 2 double crochet in that same stitch where we slip stitched. We put 2 in that stitch. We put 1 in the next, 2 in the next, and we're going to put 1 in the next. And then in the next stitch, we're going to put 2. So the pattern is 2 double crochet in one stitch. The next stitch gets only 1. The next stitch gets 2. So how I say it when I'm crocheting along is I just did an increase because we put 2 stitches into 1. So increase, and then I say double crochet, and then increase, So then I'll put 2 double crochet in that stitch, and then I'll say double crochet, it only gets 1, and then increase, which will get 2 double crochet in that stitch. 1 double crochet, and then increase. Oops. And then 1 double crochet, and then increase. 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 1 double crochet, and increase. And your last stitch should be just 1 double crochet. Because that's, remember we started with an increase, so we're going to end with just a double crochet, 1 double crochet by itself. And then we're going to find the top of that first double crochet we made. Here's that chain 2. We're going to find the first double crochet we made, which is right here. We're going to go right onto the top of it, and we're going to slip stitch. First, I want to count to make sure that my stitching is correct. We should have 36 double crochet in this round. So not counting the chain 2, I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, and 36. So I have the correct amount of double crochets for round 3, and now I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet we made, and round 3 is over. Now on to round 4. Round 4 starts the same way. Chain 2, which counts as nothing, and 2 double crochet into that same stitch we just slip stitched to. So we put our 2 double crochet in there. We're calling that an increase because we put 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Our next stitch is going to get 1 double crochet. The next stitch is going to get 1 double crochet. The stitch after that is going to get 2 double crochet. So we have an increase every 2 stitches. So we increased, put 2 double crochets in that stitch, and now we're going to put 1 double crochet in the next, 1 double crochet in the next, and then we're going to increase by putting 2 double crochet in the next. So that's our pattern. It's increase, double crochet, increase. Double crochet, increase. And I'm going to keep doing this all the way around. I ended with an increase, so I'm going to do a double crochet, and an increase. So I'm going to do this all the way around, and I will come back when I get almost to the end. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm just about to finish off round 4, and I've already done my last increase for that round, and I have 2 stitches left, and that is correct. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 1 double crochet and 1 double crochet. Remember, we started off the round with an increase by putting those 2 double crochet right where we slip stitched. So that we started off with an increase, so we're going to end with 2 double crochet by themselves. Did 1 and 2. And now I'm going to slip stitch to the very first double crochet that we made right on the top there. Start the hook, grab some yarn, pull through and pull through. That is row 4. And that is our increasing. That is how big our circle is going to be, the bottom of our basket will be. And now we're going to start working so our basket starts rising, growing this way. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. I'm going to bring you guys in close because this is the secret to make that turn. I chain 2, and in that same spot where we slip stitched, be right right there, we're going to put a half double crochet in the back loop only. Does that sound confusing? I'm sure it does. To do a half double crochet, we're going to wrap our yarn around our hook, and in the back loop, I'll bring you guys in a little closer maybe, see if we can do this without it getting too blurry. Here's the stitch that we slip stitched into. Here's that back loop. Let me show you guys. Here's the back loop right there. Here's the front of the V. If you look at the V or the chain, it has a back loop and it has a front loop. When I say back loop only, we're just going to go right down in the center of that chain there, that little V, and we're only going to grab that back loop. So that is the back loop, and this is the only round that we have to go through the back loop, and it just helps turn so our work starts growing the other way. So we're going to wrap the yarn around our hook, go into that back loop only. So we're going to go right down into that V, underneath that back loop, bring up some working yarn, pull it through, grab some working yarn and pull it through all 3 loops on our hook. Okay, that was 1. We're not increasing anymore, so it's just going to be 1 half double crochet through the back loop all the way around. I'm going to show you guys one more time. Let me try to bring you in just a little closer. I don't want it to get blurry. We're going to wrap our yarn around our hook. Here's our next stitch. We're looking at it. We're going to go right down in the middle of that stitch and only underneath the back loop, bring up some working yarn, grab some more working yarn and go through all 3 of those stitches. Again, wrap our hook with our yarn, go right down in between those V's, that V, underneath that back loop only, bring up some working yarn, wrap our hook again and go through all 3. We're going to do this all the way around. Wrap our hook, put our hook right down in between that V, right in the middle, go underneath that back loop, grab some working yarn, bring it up, grab some more working yarn and go through all 3 stitches. That is a half double crochet through the back loop. I'm going to do that all the way around. You should have 48 stitches after round 4. I should have told you that. 48 stitches all the way around. And I'm just going to keep doing half double crochets through the back loop, and I'll meet you guys back up when I get close to the end. So continue going, half double crochets through the back loop all the way around, and I'll see you in a second. Okay, I'm just coming up and finishing off my half double crochets through the back loop. I have a few more left. So I'm just going to finish off here. In case you're not sure how to do it, remember we just wrap our hook, go down through the center of that stitch, through the back loop, pull through all 3. One more left. All right, now we're going to just go ahead and slip stitch into that first half double crochet we made. That's our chain 2. We want to ignore that. Just find that first half double crochet you made and the top of that stitch and just slip stitch to the top of that. We're going to go through both legs of that stitch. And now we have slip stitched to the top. I'm going to bring you guys out a little bit. Okay, so now we're at a point where it kind of sits flat and it has like this turn. See that? So going through the back loop with those half double crochets made it to where now it's going to kind of come up like on this basket. It kind of comes up. So we have a flat bottom and now we're going to be working on the sides. This is the easy part. This part is super easy. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off each round the same way. So we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and then in that same stitch where we slip stitched, we're going to put 1 double crochet. We're going to go through the normal stitch like normal. We're no longer working through the back loop, just as normal. We're going to put 1 double crochet into that same stitch where we slip stitched, And in every stitch all the way around, we're just gonna put 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And we're gonna do this for a total of 4 rows. So we'll have 4 rows of double crochet. This is the first row of double crochet. We're gonna do 3 more after that. So you just continue going all the way around, 1 double crochet in each stitch. Just like this. I'm going to continue working all the way around with 1 double crochet in each stitch, and I will come back with you when I'm about to finish off this round, show you how we finish. Pretty sure you probably know how to do it by now, but just in case, I'll meet you at the end of this round. Okay, I'm just about to finish off this first round we're doing of double crochet after we made our turn. I have 1, 2, 3 stitches left, so I'm going to put 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3 to finish off that round, and then I'm just going to slip stitch to that very first double crochet that we made. Remember, here's that chain 2 we're ignoring. We're going to find that double crochet and we're just going to go right on the top of it to do a slip stitch to close that round. Okay, that was round 1 of our double crochet. Here's our half double crochet, here's our double crochet. We're gonna do 3 more rounds just like the round we just did. So I'm gonna leave you guys to do 3 more rounds. I'll get you started. We're gonna go 1 and 2. Remember, every round is gonna start with a chain 2 and a double crochet in that same space we slip stitched. And then just a double crochet all the way around. So you're gonna do this round and then 2 more rounds for a total of 4 rounds of double crochet along the side. Once I get done with all that, I'll meet you back here and I'll show you guys how to do the handles. So hold tight, keep working. Remember, 4 rounds of double crochet. We've already done 1. We're starting our second round. You're gonna do 3 and 4. I'll meet you back here when you're done. Okay, I just finished up my 4th row of double crochet. As you can see, here's our half double crochet row. Here's the first row of double crochet, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I just finished up, and now it's time to do the handles. So for this row, you're gonna start it out the same way. You're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. You're gonna put a double crochet right into that same stitch where we slip stitched. So that's 1. So you're gonna do 8 double crochet total. So there's 1, I already did my 1, and now I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So I have a total of 8 double crochet. We have our chain 2, a double crochet in that same slip stitch spot, and then we have 7 after that. So we have 8 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to chain 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a chain of 8, and now we're going to skip over 8 double crochet. So let me bring you in just a little bit. So here's where we first went into our next stitch. We're gonna skip 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna go right into that 9th one right here. And we're gonna put a double crochet into this one right there. So we chained 8, we skipped 8, and we're putting a double crochet into that 9th stitch. Excuse me. So chained 8, skipped 8. 1 double crochet right here. We're going to count that as 1. So you're going to say 1 double crochet, and you're going to do 16. Now you're going to put 16 double crochet along here. So we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So we started with 8 double crochet, chain 8, skipped 8, and then 16 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Again, we're going to chain 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to skip 8 again. So here's that last stitch we went into. So we're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to go into the next stitch after our skipped 8. So the 9th stitch, and we're going to double crochet. So we skipped 8, we chained 8, we skipped 8, went into that 9th stitch. Now we're going to finish along till we close up. We should have 8 double crochet to close up. We've already done 1, so now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, perfect. All our numbers worked out perfectly. And we're going to slip stitch to that very first double crochet we made, just like so. Okay, now what we do, we have our handles, well, starting of our handles. To do the next round, we're going to be crocheting into this chain. Now, some people crochet just around the chain. I personally like the look of crocheting in the chain. It's a little bit more of a pain in the butt, but totally worth it because it looks really nice. Just to recap this last round though, real quick, we double crocheted 8, we chained 8, skipped 8, double crocheted 16, chained 8, skipped 8, and then finished off with 8 double crochet to close the round. So that's where we're at, and now we're ready to do, this is like kind of like the final round if you don't want to put the edging over on the top. See this? If you don't want to do this round, this edging here, this will be your last round. And to begin, you chain 2, 1 and 2, a double crochet goes into that same stitch we just slip stitched into, and we're just going to crochet all the way around. And I'll show you what we do when we get to that chain. Okay, I'm at the chain. Now some people, and it's perfectly acceptable if you just want to crochet around this chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, that's how it should be. 8 stitches, 8 chains. But I don't really like how that looks. It's personal preference, really. But you can do it this way. It's completely acceptable. I'll show you how I do it when we get to this handle. If you want to do it that way, feel free. Perfectly acceptable. If you like that look, go for it. It's faster, it's easier. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to just continue crocheting all the way around until I get to the next handle, and then I'll show you how I do it, which is a little bit more complicated and it takes a lot longer, but I never do anything easy. I'm just going to crochet all the way around, 1 stitch double crochet all the way around until I get to my next handle, then I'll show you how I do it. But again, if you want to just crochet over the handle, like I said, perfectly acceptable. A lot of people do it that way. And it doesn't hurt anything. How I do it is I go into the chain. You see all these little bumps on the bottom of our chain? Here's the top of our chain. Here's the bumps of our chain. I go into those bumps. Yeah, it's kind of a pain, but Like I said, I do everything complicated. So I'm literally gonna go into this first chain here of our chain 8 and double crochet. There's one. The next one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and then finally 8. Okay, and here's what that handle looks like. When you crochet into the chain, that's what it looks like. When you just crochet over the chain, that's what it looks like. Again, it doesn't look bad really. I might actually, I mean, it's faster, it's easier, and it kind of looks nice. So whichever way you prefer to do it, it's a lot faster to do it this way than this way. Personal preference. And I'm just gonna go ahead and continue all the way around, or continue off one double crochet into each chain, or into each stitch all the way around till I get to the beginning. And we are almost done, guys. A few more stitches. All right. And again, we're just gonna go ahead and slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet we made. So, that's it. Now, if you wanted to be done, let me take you guys out a little bit. If you wanted to be done, it could be done. Right now, you could be done with your basket. If you want to put that nice edging around the top, which you don't have to, again, personal preference, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's a reverse single crochet, and it's very awkward at first, but it gets easier. I'm going to bring you guys in close so you can really see what I'm doing. Now remember, I said if you want to be done at this stage, you can be done. You just snip your yarn, weave in your ends, and you have a basket. If you want to do the decorative edging on the top, this is how you do it. It says reverse single crochet. You chain 1, and into that same, actually no, okay, you chain 1, sorry, and then behind it, instead of working this way like we normally do, we're working this way in reverse. So you find that stitch that's next behind it, and you take your hook and you go into that stitch behind it. Bring it through, grab some working yarn and bring it through, and everything's gonna look twisted and weird, and you just grab more working yarn and you bring it through both of those loops. Again, this is the next stitch. We're going backwards. We're working backwards. That's the next available stitch. I'm going to put my hook into that stitch, bring up some working yarn, pull it through, grab some more working yarn, and bring it through both of those loops. Again, here's our next stitch. We just go in. It feels weird, guys. I understand. It looks weird. Grab some more working yarn and go through both loops. Again, there's the next stitch. We're just gonna go into it like that. And you just keep going all the way around until you get to the beginning, and then you just slip stitch to the beginning. Next stitch. Grab some working yarn, go through both of those loops. Again, it's just working backwards. That's why it's called the reverse single crochet. And it makes this nice edging. And you just keep going all the way around like that until you get back to this beginning here, and then you just slip stitch into here somewhere. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is the back of your basket. Just slip stitch somewhere back into there, tie off, cut your yarn, weave in your ends, and you have a basket, guys. This is the basket. that you just made. Be proud of yourself. If you guys make this basket, I would love to see pictures on Facebook, so follow me on Facebook. Post your pictures. I would love to see them. Again, if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so now. Click that bell icon. You'll be notified when I upload. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to write me a letter, there's my address. It's in the description below. Please, I'd love to hear from you guys. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have fun making this basket. It doesn't take long once you get going. Experiment with different size yarns, different size hooks, put 2 strands together, make your basket. I would love to see them. Post them on Facebook so I can see what you guys have made. That's gonna be it. I hope you guys have a super wonderful, fantastic day, and happy crocheting. Bye.